Lisa Nicole Cloud. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I agree. We could do another one. Shake it up.
Okay. Let me get something good and stimulating outside of farts. Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of Broken Record DMV. It's your girl, Crystal Renze. And today I have here a special guest. Some of you guys may already have seen her on TV. To others, we have here a mother, business mogul and coach, designer, writer, philanthropist, motivational speaker, former Married to Medicine cast member, and Nvisionu double diamond. We have here Miss Lisa Nicole Cloud. Yes, so I'm good. So my manager, Miss Kia, does not play about Miss Nicole. She does not play about you. She's told me a lot about you. It's very inspiring. I've done some research to see. I love your hustle mentality. So when Miss Kia told me to have you on, I said, why not? Mm-hmm. I would love to. So yes, how are you doing today?
I'm good. It's so good to be here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your podcast. You know, I'm from Baltimore originally,
okay.
So I'm a Maryland girl.
Is it? So. Do we call Baltimore? Are we really Baltimore?
Yes.
No, it's definitely Maryland. So yes, for those who may not know you, who is Miss Lisa?
Wow, you said a lot. You said
I did.
I was sitting there,
That's what you impressed me. I'm trying to be like you.
Thank you. So, first and foremost, I'm a woman of God. I give all glory to God, but I am a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurship, and I love teaching people how to thrive as entrepreneurs, because a lot of times people are in business for themselves, but a lot of times the business owns them.
Correct.
You know, so I love teaching people how to thrive and really go to the next level success. I'm a girl who loves to have fun.
Yes.
So you'll catch me out, hanging out, traveling the world. I love that. But, I'm about my business, that's for sure.
I see that. And that's why I'm like, yes, I would love those who follow, and even just me, to meet you and just really be able to get just to know a little bit more about your personality. Yeah. You're in Maryland right now. You're from Miami.
No, I live in Atlanta.
Atlanta, okay.
And I have a place in Houston.
Okay.
I have a place here in Maryland because I'm from Maryland. I spent many years in this area. It's really where I began my direct sales career. And
Maryland breeds so many. We just have so many talented people out here.
Yeah, we have a lot of success stories that have come out of the Maryland area. So I love coming back.
Do you miss Maryland?
No.
Okay.
But I love visiting Maryland, but I don't miss the weather. You know, living in the South, the weather is so good. The cost of living is so good. Cheaper, I still have my properties here, but I like what I get, the square footage in Georgia.
I'm not mad. I went out there and I was actually looking to move out there about 2 years ago before my dad passed. Yeah. And now I'm just here helping my mom. But Atlanta, you're still on the list. That and Texas. Yes. Definitely looking into that.
A lot of opportunity. A lot of opportunity. A lot of progressive-minded people. People are doing their thing in Atlanta. Yeah. I love it.
My last question about Atlanta, because sometimes it is more southern and slower, like it's a more slower pace. So how do you, translate, or like how do you, make it work for you out there? Okay.
I think it's just different from the north and the south. I mean, we got so much to do. Everybody's moving and shaking. And, Atlanta is like the Black Hollywood. Yep. So a lot of television, a lot of film, obviously a lot of music.
Okay, yeah.
So I just think it's just a different mindset as far as personalities. Southern hospitality.
I'll be there this weekend, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
What brings you to Atlanta this weekend?
So my family, my dad's side, two of his brothers been living out there for a long time. So I'm actually introducing my boyfriend to them for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The family has to give the approval.
Yes, they do. So, but, I've been going to Atlanta since I was a kid to visit them. So it's definitely nostalgic to go back for this reason and just to see family.
So much to do.
Yeah.
So many great restaurants, so many great lounges and spots to hang out. You know, Atlanta's a vibe, so people love it.
Okay. So, yes, thank you so much for that. We're going to go into our next segment, which is Pick Your Poison, where I ask my guests what their favorite liqueurs. But today we're doing something a little bit different. We have the Nvisionu shot. Miss Kia, you want to... We have, actually, I got...
Your kit?
My own little kit. Yes, my shots. And then, honestly, this one's my favorite.
Oh, yeah. The
collagen. Because I think this episode is going to come out when it needs to come out. But I am currently expecting. Woo! So I am looking for the most healthiest things. And I, definitely want to talk about the business a little bit. But definitely, this is my favorite. And I'm not going to lie. I will say I'm still trying to learn how it's working on my body, but I do notice just a little bit more energy.
Yes. For sure. So let me tell you what you're going to get with the collagen. First of all, as you progress in your pregnancy, you're going to start to feel the aches and pains kick in. The back pain, the sciatica pain. Okay, collagen does amazing when it comes to joint and bone recovery. It's really, really good for you. I'm not sure if you're having morning sickness, but collagen definitely helps with overall digestion and overall immunity. So as you're, moving further along in your pregnancy, your baby is going to be pulling all of those nutrients out of your body.
It's pulling.
And so your energy levels go down and, this is really, really good for you.
Yes, because like I said, I've noticed it. Miss Kia gave me a couple shots, but
definitely,
I'm a taste girl. So this right here, I'm not going to lie, you guys, the collagen one is my favorite, but I would suggest you guys try all of them based off of your needs.
Yeah.
So we're going to...
You can mix it too, You can mix it with the, I like the collagen, but I always mix the collagen with...
So how much do you really take? Like, if you drink it like this, how much?
I take that and then I pour. Can I get?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this box has the collagen and the apple beets and cherry. I love apple beets and cherry.
Oh, y'all, look at how so pretty it is. You got to look.
So cute, right?
Yes.
Listen, everybody likes those energy drinks to give themselves energy. They mix it. It's so bad for you. We didn't talk about this, but
which one, like the Monsters?
The Monsters, the 5-Hour Energy. They're not healthy for you. They're full of sugar. They're full of caffeine. You've already seen reports out there of cardiovascular complications from people who are drinking excessive amounts of those energy drinks. This is an energy drink, but it's all natural. It's healthy. It's good for you, and it's what your body needs. Once you start putting good things in your body's going to crave it.
Yeah.
Your body's going to really crave it. So I personally put about a shot of the collagen. And normally collagen doesn't taste good. That's why most people take collagen in a powder form.
I take it in a pill.
A powder or pill form. But when you think about bioavailability of that, it has to go through your gut. So because it's going through your gut, it's getting absorbed by other things in your gut. So all of it doesn't get into your bloodstream. Whereas with a liquid, it's high absorbing and it immediately goes into your bloodstream.
I don't even want to mess this up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to put
it? Yeah.
So I use this segment to usually toast.
Yes.
To usually whatever comes to mind, the vibe, the energy that's gotten. And I do see you're a woman of God, and I really love that. Like I've said on this podcast before, before I lost my dad, I had a relationship with God. But from that moment, it got super strong to where I don't know how to eat. Thank you. Yeah, make sure. Yeah. We try to chill it before. It had gotten super strong. So even just the way you talk about God drew me to you. God, we try not to just have anybody on here, but people who can really influence, especially in this day and time where people, are just moving soulless. So I really do love that. I could tell, even in your private space, that you really do consider God in everything. And that's something that I love. Yep. So I wanted to toast that he continues to protect us in this season because, as a woman of God, as your light shines, more people will want to attack. So I just want him to make sure he protects us in all our endeavors moving forward.
Here.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
We're going to give y'all some too. Okay. It's giving like... I can't drink. So, I need things that remind me
of alcohol. Yeah, it's giving you that little,
just something, that
little tang. That's the apple cinnamon.
Mm.
Okay, so when you think about all the ingredients that are in this, apple cinnamon, spirulina, chlorella, cinnamon bark extract, raspberry ketone. I mean, so many healthy ingredients. You could pull up any one of these ingredients and it would give you a list of benefits that it has in your body. So you would expect it to taste like medicine. But this is something you could drink every day. It's delicious.
I'm not mad at it.
No. And you don't need these aspects of it, but for people who want to lose weight.
I do want to lose weight.
Baby, you
just a little bit on
you need
just the love handles.
Yeah, well, and let your body enjoy the motherhood experience, right? Don't put that pressure. I mean, working out, of course, but let your body grow the way it needs to grow because that baby needs all those nutrients. And then it can help with people who are diabetic, helping to normalize their blood sugar levels. It can help with hypertension. We just took the apple, beets, and cherry, which was amazing because it helps with circulation. What else? There's some
and the skin is clear.
Oh my gosh, do you know what happens with collagen? Your skin is going to glow. You want to stay looking young, anti-aging, no wrinkles? Collagen. Yeah, so I love this.
And my dad preached about this before he passed.
What did he say?
I would tell him how I was feeling because I also have lupus. So I don't know what he Googled. Yeah, I know. I don't try to speak, I try not to speak it out too much, but I do understand that I'm trying to help, I don't want to make it seem like it's a secret and subsided, but I've been diagnosed for 3 years. So at that time when I didn't really know what to do, I guess he had Googled some things. I'm Nigerian. So he Googled some things and he came back one day with the collagen pills and I started to take them. But I didn't, I wasn't as educated, so I didn't really know what it was doing. But I just remember that was one of the main things that he had purchased for me.
I was going to tell you that this product will absolutely help with your lupus flare-ups. You get a lot of aches and pains. You get a lot of aches and pains with lupus.
My bad,
It's going to minimize that as well. So, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you for introducing it to Miss Kia. That's introducing it to me because this is the season that I really do need it. I do.
You do.
Thank you. So we're going to go into our next segment, which is Broken Record, where I pick out of this bowl motivational quotes. I will tell you guys what I think it means, and then my guest will also tell you what she thinks it means. Okay. I don't know why this part always makes me smile.
I love it.
You get some really intricate ones, and then sometimes you get some really basic ones. Okay, so what's a good one? If your dreams do not scare you, they're not big enough. Liberian leader Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Sorry if I butchered your name. So if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. I mean, I think that's self-explanatory. I feel like you should have some level of fear when, I feel like God is always going to give you sometimes ideas that you don't have the finances for, that you don't have maybe the team for. And that can be scary to the human flesh. But sometimes if you got to realize if they're not scaring you, they might be too small. You might be beneath what God has for you in a sense, or maybe too comfortable. So right now, I'm in this. I could say now I'm more mellowed out. And Miss Kia could tell us a little bit about that. Because even when I got my sweets, which I can show you later, that was around the time that the government was shutting down. Yeah, so if I didn't on myself signing that lease, but I was scared, and even just with everything that's going on with the administration, I get very scared and nervous about whether I'm, what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to build more at this time, or am I supposed to let go? And just those things can be scary. But I really have God in the middle of everything. And I feel like once I was able to really determine what type of fear I was having, then I was able to dictate okay, no, this is the fear of, in a good way. It's supposed to scare me, like you're doing something big. So it's not supposed to be easy. So that's what I think.
So you said a lot. I will tell you that just beyond your comfort zone is the life of your dreams. If you stay in your comfort zone, you're not growing.
Correct.
So I always encourage people, step outside your comfort zone. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to scare you a little bit, but that's when you know you're on the right track. Also, when things start going crazy, that's also when you're coming into a season of elevation.
But how do you know when to stop?
You don't. You keep going. You keep going, right? You push. You keep pushing. Now, what I will tell you is wealthy people, we don't work for other people. We work for ourselves. So sometimes things happen divinely. You may have never left your job if something didn't make it.
Push you,
And then when you get outside of what's been normal and comfortable for you, and you know that you don't eat unless you go out and make it happen, then you do it. You push yourself harder than when you have that check that you know is coming in from a 9 to 5. So, I think everything happens for a reason. And I think everybody should not be afraid. Fear is real, the emotion, but it's not real. It's false evidence appearing real, right? I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen if you went full tilt and went for it and worked hard? What's the worst thing that could happen?
See, I know
what is the worst thing?
I don't want to sound like I'm just playing devil's advocate. Some people can go broke, depressed. I mean, there's certain things that can happen. That's why.
When you start losing money, you're going to come up with another plan. You're a driver. You're a go-getter. So if something's not working, you're going to pivot and create another way of making money. Making money is easy. It's learning how to take that money and turn it into wealth.
Correct.
That requires expertise. So, there's so many ways you can make money. And I think when we are outside of our comfort zone, we get even more resourceful and we start figuring out other things that we can do to create income, other products we can launch, things of that nature. So many people are working from the comfort of their home today. They're not working for a job, and they're making more money than they've ever made in their life, from e-commerce businesses, drop shipping businesses, trading, Turo, Airbnb. I mean, there's so many ways that you can make money. And so when you don't have that 9 to 5 that you know is coming in each month, you're going to get resourceful. You're a go-getter. So the worst thing that can happen is you have a bad month and you have to pivot.
With that being, I want to ask one more question before we go to the next segment, because this is actually a question that's very important to me, and then I'm actually in the season of having that mindset, right? As go-getters, we don't work for anybody. There's really no real balance or schedule or anything like that. So how do you know when you got to the point of weariness, and what do you do in those seasons? Not like it's easy to say rest, but as go-getters, we don't really even know when and how to take that rest. So what do?
You do. First of all, you gotta be at a place where you know that we're not machines, right? We have to take care of ourselves, because if we break down, a whole lot of other areas are going to be affected. So I have a philosophy that I go to bed when I'm tired, and I wake up when I'm tired of sleeping. So I let my body dictate when I need to rest. But when I'm up, I'm working. I'm getting things done. It's not the quantity of hours that you have in a day, it's the quality of hours. Are you productive? Have you made your to-do list? Are you prioritizing the things on your to-do list? I prioritize my to-do list based on the activities that are going to generate income that day. And then everything else falls under them. So
do you take sabbaticals?
On some of my companies right now, I'm on a sabbatical with my fashion.
Okay.
People are calling me every day, hey, we want you to come do a show. You got to do New York Fashion Week. And I'm like, nope. I told myself I was taking a 2-year sabbatical. Because I needed to focus on a particular business that I knew would generate a lot of income if I focused 3 to 5 years on it.
Back.
And then I'll go back to fashion. Fashion is something I love, and it's okay to take a break sometimes. Sometimes you need to clear your mind. It stimulates more creativity. So, yeah, I think it's okay to take a sabbatical. Sometimes you don't have to take it off of your plate. You just got to move it to the side for a moment, because you cannot be a jack of all trades. Yeah, you have to master some things and be very focused. And most of the time, you should focus on the things that are going to generate the highest. The highest,
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You like? I do. It's already halfway gone. So, yes, y'all, we're back. And we have to take a break to taste this coffee now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the type of person, I put a lot of milk and sugar in my coffee. I have two sweeteners. But this right here, I'm not gonna lie. It's even better. I'm not gonna lie. This one's good. This is called the Alive. Correct?
Yes, Alive coffee.
Their new coffees.
Cappuccino, Alive cappuccino right there. This is everything. And I believe that everything that you put into your body, you need to be very mindful of. This coffee is healthy coffee. Everything from collagen in it, which we just talked about, all kinds of vitamins, A, E, various B complexes, L-carnitine, if you know anything about L-carnitine, glutathione.
I don't, but
9 different superfoods. Every ingredient in this coffee is good for you.
Look, you're a good representation. I like your skin, your energy, so I'm trusting that it'll work for me. I have to go Google half of these terminologies, but look, I'm learning, and I actually, without all the GMOs and artificial this, that, and third that they put in food, I actually want to be one of those people that actually look at your labels.
Yeah,
I eat, and I've been doing a very good job doing that lately, and the baby has been motivating me to do that. Okay, so yes. Y'all go ahead and try. This is good. Y'all know I would not lie to you guys. This is really good. And I didn't have to put any sugar, and it's almost gone. And I just really want to see if it's going to make me wake up. That part I'll tell y'all by the end of the show.
Yep. Okay? Energy.
Yes.
And make sure if you guys want to try it that you reach out to Crystal, because she can send you a sample of it, free sample, so you can try it for yourself. You will absolutely love it. That's the coffee or the juice.
Yep. I definitely will send you guys a sample. 20 sachets. Okay.
20 sachets in a box.
Or y'all can buy the box. Whichever one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go into the next segment, which is Dive Deeper, where my guest picks out of that bowl a question. We're going to do a couple.
All right.
Ooh.
There we go. Dive deeper. Here we go. What's a turn on for you that others might find unusual? Ooh, okay. A little spicy today. Okay. What is a turn on to me that people might find unusual? Okay, this is a little interesting. I love nerds. I love very, very smart men that I can have really intellectual conversation that's not just sports. And I mean, I don't want to talk about sports. Let's talk about things that are affecting the world. Let's talk about business ideas, you know. So I like nerds.
I agree. I love nerds. I feel like I'm a nerd.
I think I'm a nerd. I think I'm a pretty nerd. Smart nerds, you know, pretty girls.
Okay, that's an interesting. I like that one. Okay, I really do. I was expecting that. Mine is similar, but mine is more like intellectual acts of service.
Oh.
Like if you do so, like we can have a conversation, but if you do something that makes me like, how you think about that? Like, ooh, that turns me on. And I think because we're pretty women that people think it's other things. And I like you to be able to be a problem solver and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, or like, or just acts of service in general. Intellectual really gets me mind boggled, but just acts of service, especially for men, like just doing things. Like my boyfriend the other day just folded all my clothes.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So I shouldn't probably say this, but I'm going to do this. Yesterday I got here and my husband was like, babe, I went and got you the prettiest, cutest gun. And I was like, really? He's like, we're going to go to the shooting range. And he sends me this picture of this really cute 38, black and gold. And it was like he wanted me to be protected, you know. But it wasn't like just get me any gun.
It was like specific.
He wanted me to have a gun that matched my personality. That was, even down to the bullets. He's like, I even got you pink tip bullets. I was like, oh my God. So I thought that was really cute. I thought that was really thoughtful.
Yeah.
And you always are attracted to men that want to protect you.
That's sexy. Damn.
Yeah.
But baby, he hit it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you want tonight?
You know what I mean? Okay, I like that. So you can pick another one.
Okay.
That was a good one.
All right.
Pink bullet. Is it two? Yeah, you can always skip. We usually do shots here if we just skip, but you could just take a shot. I finished my coffee.
This says, do you fart in public?
Okay. I mean, We can't lie to people.
The answer is no. I don't.
You hold it in?
I don't fart.
Okay. At all?
No, not really. I win.
How?
I
feel
win.
like if you take this, it's supposed to help you clean.
No, I don't fart. It doesn't come out loud. It might come out
like
silent. So I call it like a winding. I don't fart.
That's how it. No. That's actually a skill.
Oh,
To
to
learn
release
how to yes.
Yeah, I don't
really
like I don't like the farting thing. Like, and my husband knows I don't like it, and he intentionally does it around me all the time because it gets under my skin. Like, oh, you're so rude and obnoxious. But
I do it if I'm in a secluded area.
You go to the corner and cut.
Yes, I can't. I don't want to disrespect anybody, and I don't want. I'm a good liar, but I don't like to lie. So it's like, how sometimes somebody might find, like, people are like, who did that? I don't want to have to act like I don't know who did it, So I would just go far, far away and do it if I had to. But I have actually, even if no one's watching, I have mastered the silence.
My kids will say all the time, Mom doesn't fart, she wins.
Not wins.
She wins.
But now I've learned that I already knew I was lactose intolerant, and I tried it. And I tried to make lasagna. So I learned my lesson. I could not silent win nothing. I could not. It was... I had to wait till my boyfriend left. Because it was... Yeah, TMI, y'all. But that's what the question's asking. But I have learned my lesson. But other than that, yeah, no. I don't like... If I'm in public with people around me, I don't even like doing it in the public bathrooms. So, yeah. I got to keep it ladylike. I need to be like you. I need to figure out your diet.
I don't know. I just have never been a farter. I just... Very quiet. Some of my kids say, silent but deadly, Mom.
Those ones are tricky. Have you ever... Okay, so do you have silent but deadly ones?
Not really, but occasionally.
Okay.
If I eat something bad, you better be careful. But not usually.
Seafood.
Yeah, no, seafood doesn't bother me. I don't know. I think cabbage maybe sometimes. Okay. But for the most part, I don't have that issue.
I'm still going to ask you about your diet later because I need to know. You can pick up another one. Probably do like 2 more.
Okay. These are funny.
Yes. It's all type of questions from politics, relationships. Depends on
which
peak.
What is this? Wow. Do you ever use the bathroom and leave without washing your hands?
You picked them.
Oh my God. Okay. The answer is I always wash my hands, but sometimes I might make it fast, like just because I know I might not put all the soap I should on it, so I might just real quick, especially if I'm at home. If I'm in public, I always feel like people are watching. Sure you got I'll put a lot of extra soap and lather up really good. But when I'm at home, sometimes I can be a little lazy when it comes to that.
I agree. That's literally, I don't know why I was giving you those questions. There's literally a lot of different questions in there. But I agree. That's the same thing. If I don't wash my hands, I'm going to sanitize. Because I do not I'm a germaphobe. Really bad. But I do know, like, sometimes because I do hair and everything, sometimes I wash my hands so much they get pruny. So sometimes I'll do hand sanitizer.
Yeah, water dries my skin out. So if I don't have lotion around, I have a really hard problem when I put water on my hands,
and it feels really weird and dry. So I agree with that, and I do if you're in the bathroom, you gotta. Yeah. I try my best to be real, like who I am in real life. Yeah. So sometimes. I used to do that. I would really lather up if people were around, but now I just make sure, okay, let me just do what I would do. Put some soap on, wash, especially if I know I've been washing my hands all day. But, yeah, I agree. We could do another one. Shake it up.
Okay. Let me get something good and stimulating outside of farts. Okay. Here we go. What is the worst physical pain you've ever been in? The worst physical pain. Okay, I know. When I was pregnant, I went into preterm labor at 27 weeks. Imagine, probably right about where you are right now. I had my first child at 27 weeks. So when I went to the hospital, they, were trying to keep the baby in. They had me upside down. But then all of a sudden, I abrupted and I was hemorrhaging. So they had to rush me into surgery. They couldn't really numb me up. They had to get me in there and they had to cut me. So when I came out, because they did put me under, but they didn't numb up the area that they were cutting. So when I came out, there was no time to do it. They put me under and then they started cutting. When I came out, it felt like somebody had stabbed me. And I was screaming, oh my God, give me some medicine. I need some drugs, because I needed some pain medicine, because I could feel it really, really bad. So that was probably the worst pain I've ever experienced. Imagine someone stabbing you and cutting you and you have nothing to mask the pain.
So the baby was premature.
Baby came at 27 weeks. I'm so thankful that God spared him. He had no complications, which was rare in that time. To have a baby that early, had no issues. He was in the NICU for about 2.5 months. When he was born, he was like 2 pounds.
Did they say why that happened?
No, they didn't have a reason for why it happens. He just kicked his way out. He was ready to come. And he came at 27 weeks. Now, I was working still, and, I was very passionate at that point about my business because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So I was working really, really hard so I could accomplish that. And, I remember praying, God, just let my baby live. Let him be okay, and I will work harder than I've ever worked before. And when he got better and I got better, I went to work. I had a new passion inside me that just drove me and made me want to just work at a different intensity.
Not take it for granted. It's everything.
I wanted to be able to give that child the life of his dreams and be able to be a stay-at-home mom, full-time mom, create another stream of income. That's why I love this industry, and I'm so passionate about this industry, because it allowed me to be a full-time mom and have that freedom. And it also allowed me to, leave a job that I was making 6 figures and work from home.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. That's why we connected. I'm gonna show you what I did so you can do the same thing.
Oh, but you got me holding my stomach. Oh my God. So sorry that happened. I'm glad that you made it through, and that's your testimony. That's a lot. Okay, so one of my worst pains that comes to mind is I used to play sports, basketball, and I was a power forward, and I remember going up, and this is right before spring break. So I was supposed to go to Miami. I went up to catch the ball, and when I came down, I landed on my ankle.
Ooh.
Like...
You twisted it.
Yeah.
Broke it or sprained it?
I sprained it really, really bad. I thought I broke it. But it was... My ankle had... Like, I was out the game immediately. Couldn't walk. Literally. That was the worst pain. I couldn't even wear sandal shoes. Like, walking was just... down for me. My foot was so swollen. So swollen.
Sprains are really painful.
Yeah. And one thing about Africans that I don't understand is that unless you're dying, you don't go to the hospital.
You didn't go to the hospital for a sprain? You just wrapped it and iced it?
I didn't even wrap it.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even wrap it. I iced it because, to me, the level of pain tolerance is higher, I guess, because of
being an athlete
and just seeing others, my family and what they go through to be in the hospital. So in my mind, I'm like, it hurts, but it's not enough for me to really do the cast and everything. So I just iced it. But I think that was the worst decision ever, because it really, especially me trying to walk on it thinking it's going to go away. Because I had fallen on my ankle a couple times before.
It probably didn't heal right. You probably never played.
Yeah, I'm glad it's good now. I can walk in my heels. But that was almost a month of pain. And like I said, spring break was a week right after that. I had already bought my flight and everything. So instead of walking to where I needed to go, I was taxi cabbing everywhere, trying to get scootered. It was so... You
still went on spring break.
I had to. I had to.
She did not let that spring get in the way of that spring break.
No, man. This is like, was I in high school? I think I was in high school my first year in college. And so it was like new to me. And I was like, no. I had to go. Like literally the flight was a couple days later. So I went. But I could just, every time like I even watch basketball right now, I just have.
You remember that
I have
pain.
that trauma. And then like when they fall, I just, ooh, child. So yeah, that was one of my worst pains ever. Like I said, 4 weeks straight of just pain walking. And I do hair as well. So standing. Oh yeah, no. So we're gonna do one more, and then we're going to go into our next segment, and then we'll be wrapping up.
All right.
This one's probably gonna take the place of the part questions.
Do you feel like life is going slow or fast right now?
That's a good question.
I can tell you, it is going fast, like very fast. I think once you hit 40, everything is like a blink of an eye. Everything, from how fast your kids grow up to how fast the next 10 years come. You gotta enjoy every moment, because life is not promised to you. And you know, it's like when you're younger, it's like it seems like life is moving so slow. You can't wait to be grown. You can't wait to be 18.
I could have waited.
But when you hit that age, those years just fly by.
Do you think it's more so age or just the love, like how busy you are, how many things you actually have to do? Because I think that sometimes for me is what plays more of a part.
Definitely think the busier you are, the faster time goes by. But just in general, it just feels like, you know, I remember 30 and then it was 40. And then I remember 40 and then it was 50, you know? So it's like, wow, time is flying.
I agree. Even though I'm much younger, it feels like it's flying. I can't even, I guess I can't even know if it's 4 months. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's just flying. It's just super flying. I just turned 31. I feel like I just turned 28 yesterday. It's flying, and I do feel like, yes, my schedule plays a huge role, because I feel like when you're younger, you're not doing as much, you know. So the time seems like, okay, I have much more time. But when you're busy, you know, before you even know. When you're accomplishing everything, you don't know time is just, you don't even have time to look at the time, you know. So I would definitely say life is going fast, and if it's going slow for you, you're probably not doing enough in this season. But hey, kudos to you. But I am praying to God that it moves a little bit slower this next year coming up, because I actually want to feel more present.
Yes. Oh, when that baby comes, enjoy every minute, every bottle feeding, every nursing, every diaper change, every bath time, every story time. Aww. Just take it all in.
I can tell you're missing it.
Oh, I love it. Being a mother was my greatest accomplishment, and the thing I've enjoyed most in my life is being a mother.
I feel like that's what I'm enjoying. I waited this long, so I'm super excited. So yes, thank you so much.
You didn't wait a long time. 30 is a great age to have kids, because you've had an opportunity to enjoy your life, to jet set, to do what it is that you want to do, and now you're ready to commit to a child. Yeah, I think 30, 32 is the best age.
That I agree with, because I thank God that I have common sense and wisdom to not have done. I only say it like that because, so I have a dog that's 14, and I got her because I wanted a child. So now, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that weight is what I'm speaking on. Like, I wanted it at the age of like 18, 21. Maybe because I'm the
You
oldest.
wanted a kid?
I wanted a kid.
Really?
I don't know why. I used to really treat like my little cousins and babies like, even when I got my dog, I would, till today I still kind of do that. I don't know. It just, I don't know. I just always wanted a child, and yeah, I'm glad I did it then. I didn't, but I feel like now that I waited, it's more like I said, it wasn't a surprise to me. So I'm just thankful that, I think this is a perfect age, honestly, because the amount of wisdom and knowledge that I have now, child, I don't know how people do it. Kudos to you guys that do it before that. Like, honestly, I'm super excited for this season in my life. So, yes, but thank you so much for coming. Yes. I really appreciate that. I hope the guests got some knowledge, not only about you, but these products that are very healthy. Our last segment is Breaking Records, where I give my guest just a little token of gratitude from Broken Record DMV.
Broken Records DMV.
Yes.
Oh, wow. A real gift.
Yes. Oh, it's a real gift.
Oh, wow.
This is for you. You can take a look at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
wow.
Yes. This is from K Candles, one of our consignments. Yes, it's smoking. And I smelt it just to make sure I think you like
I love it. I love it. Wow.
Yes, some clothes from Arenze Q. That's our clothing line.
Wow.
You want it to be large. It's stretchy.
Okay, and then this is another.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. I love fashion.
That's why I had to put something in there. I also did pause mine too. It was going really well, but like you said, you have to be able to really just know what season you're in. So
Fashion is an expensive endeavor.
Man,
it's a very. Are these clothes you design or are these? Oh wow. So you print your own fabrics and everything?
So no, but I'm getting into that. But there are some designs that we have that I actually designed myself from top to bottom.
Very cute.
Yeah, I have like jackets that we have that are custom made in and out and things of that sort.
Arenz. What does it mean?
Arenze. It means it's my last name. It means thank God in Igbo.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We are in Nigeria.
Oh.
Big time.
I think Miss Kia has spoke on that.
Yeah, we're in Nigeria. We meet at the Victoria Convention Center in Lagos, and we are actually getting ready to launch a really big group here in Maryland. That's from Nigeria.
So this is one of my favorites.
Oh, we acknowledge Lisa Nicole Cloud. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
We give that to you because you're doing awesome things. And you're represented for the DMV, even though you're in Atlanta. So definitely had to get that for you.
I love it. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. I appreciate it.
For coming.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for what we're going to do together.
Yes.
I'm so excited for your journey into motherhood.
Oh, thank you.
If there's anything I can do, if you ever need any advice on motherhood, because you got to give yourself some grace. As moms, we take care of everybody. We take care of the babies. We take care of our spouses, our parents, and sometimes the home, we neglect as ourselves. So I'm really, really big on self-care, self-love, taking that time for yourself to escape and just kind of allow yourself to rejuvenate.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
You hear it all the time, but it's also good to sometimes put it back on the forefront of your mind.
Because if you don't, you will be depleted. And you can't be great for everyone if you're not great for yourself and you're empty. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm glad that you like your gifts. Do you have any last shout outs that you would like to give, or just anything that you want to promote that you have going on?
Just, I'm all about, you look at the world today, everything looks so crazy. We don't know what this president is going to do. So I'm just really big on encouraging everyone to have plan A, plan B, plan C, and to have multiple streams of income. And that's what I'm very passionate about, is teaching people how to create multiple streams of passive residual income. No matter what happens around you, you have a safety net for yourself and your family.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So get with Crystal, and she'll give you more information on how you can be part of our mastermind wealth discussions and conversations.
Yes, y'all can also comment below if you guys have any questions. And, you can follow me at Crystal Arenze, and Miss Lisa as well on her Instagram.
Yep, Lisa Nicole Cloud on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and LinkedIn and TikTok. Lisa Nicole Cloud.
Yeah, okay, you got TikTok too?
Yeah, girl.
I don't know how you doing everything.
I don't know. I just do it.
It's the collagen.
It's the collagen. It's the alive.
Yes, period. I'm really done, y'all. So, yes, thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Dun, 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 dun.